Hello Aries, welcome. It's time for love in the full moon. So this is a general love reading for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what works, leave what doesn't. The message is for whoever needs to hear it. We all know who we are in the story, right? We all know. So thanks for tuning in, liking, sharing, and commenting. So dear universe, what messages do you have for our Aries at this time for this full moon? Messages for the greatest and highest good for all Aries in love for this full moon, dear universe. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in love. Let's do one more shuffle, Aries, and then we'll cut the cards and see what's going on for this full moon. So the full moon is in Gemini this December. I believe it's on the 12th. Gemini is a very mental, communicative type of energy. So keep that in mind, you know, so if things need to be said, let them be said, but just keep it clear, all right? A message for someone out there. All right, dear universe, what's the overall energy for our Aries at this time? Put some cards down. Guarded. Somebody's very guarded. What's going on? Overall energy. I feel like you're really focused on what you're doing. Things are good. Things are in order. Things are manifesting. I get the sense of real confidence. At work, I think things might be going very well for you. Ooh. Maybe on the outside, not so much on the inside. So, all right, Aries. When it comes to love, you might be dealing with an earth sign. This is a very powerful personality, if this is not you. And you might be feeling very, very trapped in a situation with this person that you're not quite sure what to do. This person could be married. You might be in a relationship with somebody who's married. You may be in a relationship with your boss. Whoever this person is, though, they're very influential, and I feel like they're very powerful. However, I think that is something that is very difficult for you to contend with, is how demanding this personality is to you. Like, it's almost like you don't feel like you have room with this person, because there's this feeling of being trapped and stuck in a situation. And if this is somebody who you are involved with and it's your boss at work, that could be really sticky because, you know, your job's on the line, right? So yeah, always pick up a career situation with Aries. So let's see. Your recent past. Yeah, again, we're looking at like, gosh, you know, I don't know what to do because this is about your future and your job. And I think you're trying to really look at things, and it's almost like you're hoping some kind of angel drops down and helps you out of this situation. But when it comes to you and this relationship with this person, you're really feeling trapped because you're not quite sure how to walk away and make things work so that everybody feels good. Because I think you know that there could be repercussions if you try to end a relationship, say with your boss, this person here. Yeah, so you're not quite sure what to do about this. I mean, because you're going along right now, but I feel like if this is an affair, Aries, I feel like it's over. In your mind it is, but now what to do? It's like, you know, you don't want to deal with this person anymore. Maybe you know that they're married. They could be married. Who knows? You know, but this is very unfortunate because, again, your job's on the line. If you split up with this person, what's going to happen to you? And I think you sit really in deep contemplation about this. So don't go home and grab a bottle of wine to try to figure out the solution, okay? Because I did pick a little of that up. Don't do that. That's not the answer. Okay. So something has to give, right? And you're at that point where you know something has to give. Even though you don't want to walk away, I don't know. There's an ending coming. If it hasn't already, it's on its way. And again, this is about jobs. This is about your career, your work. This is why this is a very difficult situation. But you're confused. But you know this isn't going to work, you know. It's almost like no matter what you do, It's going to be very unfortunate, the outcome. And that's why you're so confused. But sometimes, you know, I get the feeling that, you know, sometimes you just got to jump in the water. Just do it. You know, whatever it is that's going on. If you're feeling really trapped and you just don't know what to do, I think you really got to call upon a divine angel, a source above you, you know, to kind of help you out through this, because you're confused. Because what you see is that if this comes to an end, man, you're ruined. And that's why you don't know what to do. But I think you need to see it from another point of view. You feel like it's ruined. But I think, if anything, this puts you in a good position because it forces you to make a change. And you might get another offer. So this relationship is very toxic. You know, and I think it started out really good and then it went south quick. Because all of a sudden I think you realize that the situation you put yourself in with this person. So you hang very suspended about this termination, this end. You know, but there's no open door. You know, so I feel like until this is dealt with, you know, you're not going to be able to move on. And that's ultimately what you need. And you're going to feel better once this whole scenario comes to a close. This situation that you're involved in. Because I feel like you're really stressed and tense about the whole thing. It's like every time you walk in the door at work, it's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? You know, because, you know, I think it was, and I don't know, maybe it was not. But I think it was you, Aries. The last reading I did for you, it talked about the same situation, you being involved with somebody at work. You know, nobody's got your back if something goes down. All right, what's sitting above you? What's sitting above you? But it's just a matter of time. It really is just a matter of time. And this is the full moon. I see 3 full moons here. So what it is that is really on your mind, this future, maybe with this person or whatever, I think you know that it's about to close. Regardless of how confused you are about it. And I think there's a part of you that wants it to just happen, you know, organically, rather than force it to happen. It's going to happen. And this full moon could bring it to a head. Because again, Gemini, it's about communication. It's about mental. It's about, you know, like really kind of seeing situations through, you know, with more logic. You know, maybe you need to be more left-brained about this situation rather than, you know, oh, fantasy land. Because I think the fantasy's over. And you know this has to come to an end. You know it. So with the Ten of Swords reversed, you know, you need to be very careful that, you know, you don't stress yourself out to the point where, you know, your immune system is compromised. Because I do sense that you could, you know, like if you've been feeling under the weather, that could really kick in, you know, with all of this kind of stress going on. But, you know, to continue doing, you know, being with somebody who really is difficult and really difficult to have around, and an ending that you definitely want. I feel like you're pulling the Band-Aid off real slow with this relationship ending. But it's just a matter of time. Either you end it or somehow it's going to end. But I don't see how it can continue, because you do move on. And I think when you finally make the decision to, like, you know, I've got to, like, take my chances and let this guy know that I can't do this anymore, and see where, you know, the Wheel of Fortune really does take you. If anything, what I do sense is that you finally ending this relationship with this person finally helps release this anxiety, and you can move on. I mean, really move on. And now you're free. And again, this card can also be about the institution, the workplace. So the fact that it's reversed, you know, maybe you put an end to this whole, maybe you just leave your job and go to a new job. That could very well be. But whatever it is, it's like you're trying to call in like your guides, your spirits, your angels. And I think they hear you. I think they, you know, they're right there. I don't think, I know, you know, they hear you. You know, so, but you have to make the physical moves. And just know that you're supported. So I find this interesting. You move on from this, okay? And then what comes out is the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands with the Queen of Swords. Now this position is usually about advice of what needs to be done. With the Queen of Swords here, I feel like there is a real need to really cut something out, you know, and it's going to require, again, some communication, probably from you, because, again, it is about your work. You know, with this Knight of Pentacles, even though you need this job, I think you know that you can cut it out and it'll be okay. So I almost get this sense like you're talking to yourself, trying to, you know, rationalize what's about to happen in your life, this change, this move, this ending, you know. So I think you don't need to, don't let those emotions control you. You know, you need to be in control of this situation, you know, so don't let emotions, you know, rule you. Go with real practicality. Like I said, the left brain, you need to like really think things through before you just act on them, especially in this situation, because it is an ending and you don't want to burn bridges where where it's not necessary. Yeah, so yeah, this will be good for you because it will end this pain that you've been feeling, because this person, I just get the sense, wasn't really nice to you. And you don't have to pretend anymore that it's okay. Oh, and again, you know, this deep contemplation. But, you know, maybe you need to sneak around for a little bit. Maybe you need to lay low, you know, and just kind of quietly back out this door, you know. All right, let's see. What's your future outcome, Aries? Future outcome for Aries in love for this full moon. Yeah, you have options. You have lots of options. So you need to, you know, this need to close this door. You're avoiding it. Don't avoid it. I think it'll only get worse if you avoid it. And I think you know that. And that's what I mean. It's like, be careful of your immune system because you're really stressed out about this ending. But it's going to free you up. You don't see that right now because you just don't want to say anything. It's like you would like to just like take off, you know, disappear, maybe never come back. Maybe they won't notice I'm gone. I'm going to guess, Aries, they will notice you left if you do that. You know, so once you close this door, though, I think fresh new opportunities are right there waiting for you. I mean, honestly, close a door so a new one can open because there's going to be a lot of options for you. Yeah, see this relationship, no bueno. It just takes you down. So you're so conflicted. So I think it's time, you know, to just put an end to this because it doesn't serve you. And you know, how long do you want to go along like, yeah, it's going real well. And I know it's your job. That's what's so difficult. But better to leave a job with a clean track record than to leave a job that, you know, could be tainted for the next one that you have. All right, so let's get, use my little Rider-Waite. I call this Little Deck. Let's get some advice from Little Deck here. What messages do you have for all of our Aries regarding the spread? Aries in love. See, I get the sense you're avoiding this ending. You're really avoiding it. All right, messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs regarding the spread. Aries in love. Let's do one more shuffle. Okay, what advice do you have for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs regarding the spread? Yeah, see, no communication. That's twice now I've seen this 8 of Wands. But you got to know that this is going to be okay, because it's almost like you don't even trust you being able to say anything without like really like this floodgate of emotions coming out. So again, the need for you to be really rational and don't just speak your mind, because it's a very Aries quality. It's like, you know, you act first and then think later. That's why, you know, you have these horns, you know, you can ram into things, you know, but it's time for you to grab control. And I think you feel better if you don't say anything and, you know, maybe you go to the guy above, okay, rather than deal with your boss. Maybe what you do is, you know, you go above your boss and give your resignation. Or maybe, you know, you do something that kind of goes around. I just get the feeling that you go above this person. So, you know, there's a way out of this ugly situation you got yourself into in your office with this person. And it may require you not talking about anything right now, and really thinking more with your mind, the left brain, the rational brain, you know, clear logic, so that you can really, when you do approach this person, you are really in control. Because again, this is the card of Aries, so this is you, you know, so, you know, you feel like not saying anything is a better way to go about this, then that's fine. You know, it's like you have options and ways to end this situation. So I think you need to pull back, just stop, be really clear as to every step that you take. And maybe not saying anything right now is the way to go. Okay? But again, different scenarios, you know, you like it. I get the feeling somebody wants to go above, you know, maybe you need to think about that, about going above this guy's head. Because I almost get the sense that there could be like this dirty office play. Well, you know, I'll do this and I'll do that. That's why I mean, you know, think clearly about every step that you're doing and really focus from a real clear position so that you have the position of advantage, not them. Okay? So I think things will be revealed to you that will help you make these necessary steps in order to move away and have a clean break from this person, you know, so that this can end. You know, bottom of the deck, we have the Death card reversed, sitting on top of the card of options. See, a lot of good stuff will follow this. And I picked that up earlier. So I think you not wanting to deal with it is not the advice that you need to take. I think you need to just really think about it. Okay, that keeps coming up. You need to really think about how you're going to make your moves to put this end so that you can move on without any stress and anxiety. And Aries, don't burn any bridges, okay, as you do this. So I'm going to end this here. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there is. Yeah, new opportunities, fresh new opportunities, better opportunities are waiting for you. And here you are with the position of advantage. So we don't want any conflict. You know, you want this to be a nice, clean break. And there is this temptation to go back and, you know, have one final word and this and that with this person. I would say that that's not your best, you know, form of defense here. It's like if you know, the conflict arises between you and this person, because I sense that this ending, you know, even this person knows what's coming. You know, you need to end it without really saying too much, because, you know, this is about your future. Like, you know, you got to walk away in a good way. All right, I'm going to end it here. I will see you at the next reading. I am opening up to private readings right now. So I'm going to open that door until the 21st of this month, and then I will not take any readings and just stay caught up with the ones that I have. So if you want to get into this lineup of time frame, I'd be open to that. So tune in, get a hold of me. All my information is below, universalstartarot@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to do a private reading for all of you. So until the next reading, next week, tune in. Those will be bonus readings. Take care of yourself and blessed be. Bye now.